The widow's offering. Jesus sat down opposite the place where the offerings were put and watched the crowd putting their money into the temple treasury. Many rich people threw in large amounts, but a poor widow came and put in 2 very small copper coins, worth only a few cents. Calling his disciples to him, Jesus said, "Truly I tell you, this poor widow has put more money into the treasury than all others. They all gave out their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in everything, all she had to live on." for, for the church, and neglecting herself, that that is what a true follower of Christ does. Gives everything, gives up anything. Anything and everything. You give it all away. God will return it a millionfold. Don't even. And if you're worried about material stuff, you're lost, and you need to get into this book anyways, because you need help. A lot of you need help. During this time, a whole lot of you are you're gonna run to your Bibles, and you're gonna want to consume the information as fast as possible and have clear understanding of it. And good luck, because you're way behind. This is the longest standing book on the planet. You realize that? The longest standing book. After the end of this cycle and we move into heaven on earth, this is the words that you'll be able to find. This. You will not be able to find any other books. And if you do, good luck finding another one, because you won't. Every single brick in the Bible will fall. No stone will be left unturned. This is where that saying comes from. You guys need to know this stuff. The place to move your families is in the mountains. All of your answers that you seek are inside of this book. Where you should begin is, I would say, actually, a God-sent friend, guide, sent to me Matthew 20. Start at Matthew 20 and read the end. All of the information that you seek for these times is in there. Matthew 20 to the end of the Bible. You might have a hard time understanding some of it. Well, you can thank the Draco Cabal for that, because they're the ones that came in and mixed up your words. It wasn't God. God did never. He didn't want this. He didn't want the people to be confused and like they are at the end times. That's why we all are going to come together. Don't panic. Now's not the time to panic. We have time to grow through this together. That's the main thing. Everybody needs to. Everybody has to come together. That's the only way we're going to survive this. And the basic thing is we only need one male and one female, and Adam and Eve, to start this all over again. I know you're all, woe is me, blah, blah, blah. Man, screw you, dude. It's not about you. It's about an entire species maintaining its existence. That's a big deal. Way bigger than you are. So, anyways, during the end times, it also says in the good book that at the coming of the Son of Man, he will be on his right and on his left. He will bring the angels. That's what you know as extraterrestrials. That's what you see in the skies. They're here to help. They're here to aid us. They're not, so don't flip out. They're here to help. They are you in the future. It's all, this is an evolution of consciousness is how this all works. If you would stop cutting your hair and allow it to grow, as in the Bible it says, just a handful of hair. The reason to grow your hair, to allow it to grow, is because these are our cosmic antennas. These allow higher light information to come, and they come into your hair, and they go right into your brain, where you break it down and decipher it all. That's what it is. So I do that. I do that every time. When my hair gets too long, I cut it off and I donate it to a cancer patient, a child. So that's what's up. I'm going to continue making videos because I think that this is important. Those of you that are upset because I'm not waiting for the plan to pan out or whatever, man, screw you, dude. It is too late for that. People need time. They need a head start. So while you're sitting there busy walking articles of whatever the shit back and forth and doing this or that, people are dying, literally. The longer you wait to tell the populations about this major event coming their direction, the more people die. Understand this. This is a very serious issue. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than your stupid government. That's why we're in this mess in the first place, because you guys had to control people. Get off it. Learn the good book. Know what to do when the shit hits the fan, because believe me, it's going to. We will rebuild. We will remake. That's why the wall is more than you know. The Americas are the main piece of land that I saw. It was granted it was the main one that I was paying attention to because I'm on it, but it's the main one that has the least stuff going on. If you think I don't know what I'm talking about, the trigger event that I believe was the trigger event when Nibiru began really affecting us was the volcano in Hawaii that happened a few years back. Ever since then, we've had, last time I checked, the poles had moved like 18 degrees, and that was like a year and a half ago. By now, that we're probably like 25, 28 degrees. It's going to be a hell of a snapback. It's going to be a hell of a ride when this all happens. It's the main thing is don't put down roots anywhere. Don't stick anything in the ground because it will topple. The whole earth is going to shake. I mean, this is a really, really big deal. We will have crustal displacement. We will have major earthquakes. There will be a lot of destruction. But all of this is just clearing the way so that we have an easier time to build heaven on earth to our liking and not repeat the mistakes of the past. That's the main thing with all this. Don't be scared to die or whatever, because from what I know is after this incarnation, you'll get to keep your memories. You will do the reincarnation thing into a sixth-dimensional energetic field, and then you will become one of they that you see in the sky. That's the ETs looking down on humanity that you used to be. This is all steps in the evolution of the mind and of the cosmic mind. This is a cosmic drama playing out in a third to fifth dimensional plane of existence. It will end, and it will just be the fifth plane. but we have to go through the pole shift. That's the main thing that's up with this. China has built ghost cities for all of its people. It doesn't look too good for them. Um, uh, Australia, from the map that I saw, is completely gone. It goes underwater. Um, the when the crustal displacement really starts being displaced, because there will come a time when the um, when our gifts from the ETs don't work. And what these gifts are, I mentioned it in the last video. They're called humming boxes, and they were delivered all over the planet to all of these coastlines, and they are fastened. Literally, they're fastened to the planet. I don't know how, but I know you can't move them. I've seen trucks with chains around these things try and pull them. You can't move these things. They are fastened to the planet, and they are vibrating. They're humming. And what they're doing is they're keeping crustal displacement at bay. And they're doing this all over the planet. They're black. They look like granite, very smooth granite. The rounded edges, rounded corners. They're really cool looking. So I know we have help. I'm helping you. So please turn around and help someone else. Share this video. I'm trying not to use foul language. Those of you that are higher up that are watching this, like in the NSA and all that stuff, man, I hope you guys are ready, because this is bullshit. You guys haven't told your people. The population, not your citizens, the population deserves to know. And while you sit there and you guys jack each other off in your White House, not your White House, but your Congress and all that stuff, doing stuff that totally doesn't matter. This matters. Humanity matters, not government. So whenever you decide to come around to it, I'll be sitting here watching the television saying it's about time. Anyways, where we go one, we go all, huh? It's a real deal. Have a nice day.